Have you ever wondered, when someone pulls a cool play, what's going on inside their head? Today, I'm gonna take you inside of my mind, break down some clips, explain every single decision and reaction to help you become better at quick thinking, decision making, and add some cool tricks up your sleeve. That clip is one of my favorites. It nicely illustrates how cancelling your heal can win you a whole fight. I got knocked and revived, so while I'm popping a battery, I'm watching what's going on behind the door. And what do I see now? The fight is about to over and last survived gonna swap his armor and start dealing with me. And I got a slim window of opportunity to slip in a moment when he downed his target but didn't grab the fresh armor. So I'm cancelling my heal and go in. And what's most unfortunate for him, that he decided to go and loot the furthest death box. And just like that I got 4 death boxes, new armor and tons of loot. 0 to hero, baby! Oh, this moment is very enlightening, you're gonna love it. Recently I discovered that pile of boxes on a new map has very cool feature. That small box actually allows you to shoot over it into enemy's head, while it looks like your bullet's supposed to hit the box. Look, he doesn't know! But luckily for you, now you're gonna know it, and that's one more trick up your sleeve. And I wanna share with you another one. By punching people in situations like that, you can magnet to him and sleep inside. Just check this out. I don't know how it works, but it's really cool trick, so feel free to use it. Oh, this clip is about quick thinking and reading the game. We are kinda pinched from 2 sides and I need to heal, so just to win a little more time, I'm zoning this area with my tactical. So if enemy decides to pick, he can't play around this corner. And he basically had 2 choices. Either he fast push, overheats and risking to get knocked, or he goes around my skill, being more exposed and fight with no cover. So now I see that my teammate's fighting someone, and as I said in my previous guides, it's way better to help your teammate faster down his target than leaving him 1v1 while you heal and increasing his chances to potentially lose his armor and get knocked. This is important moment, because by finishing him off, I am giving my Bloodhound a chance to quickly swap armor for fast reset. Unfortunately, Watson somehow managed to die, so we need to assess the situation. Since we lost one, we're gonna get pushed within seconds. It's not enough time to heal, so I need to find a way somehow increase my overall amount of health. So I decided to drop my armor on ground and grab a fresh one from this box, so I can swap them mid-fight. Watson pinging like crazy, giving us a sign that someone's really close. So for now I'm playing around those boxes. If someone picks Bloodhound from left side, I can cover him. And I got cover to hide, and I can reach armor for swap. Bloodhound scans, and we need to change our plans. Enemy team is splitted, so we got pretty nice chance to down left guy. So after I took few hits, I decided to not risk it and go for swap. It might look that I'm going too early, and that's questionable decision, but at that moment I thought that I need some health in reserve while I'm running to that armor. At that moment Bloodhound should go back to cover and pop at shield cell, but he was too greedy and decided like a man stay till the end, and he paid the price. So the situation is bad. I left against 2 guys, and that guy gonna hunker down until he fully heal up. And his teammate just gonna overwatch that area, so I won't cross it. And after they patch themselves, I'll gonna get pushed from 2 sides. So I need to find a way to get rid of left guy. My tactical is on cooldown, so within 6 seconds he gonna fully restore his armor. And I can't find a crack to shoot his legs under this payload, so the only one option left is grenade play. I need to toss it in a way that enemy got 0 time to react. I'm taking a little higher, from my experience this distance is okay, but if you're not sure about timing, just aim higher like under the ceiling, so when grenade hits wall it got extra time to fall down with shorter fuse. And the most beauty is that enemy won't see a grenade indicator until it hits the ground. And that laser allows me to read enemy like an open book. He clearly stays far enough so I can try to slip in and revive my teammate, so we get advantage in numbers. And if he gonna sprint towards me, I can counter pick him for a 1 EVA 8 shot, and that gives me quite big advantage. Grenade play work as intended, so now time plays against advantage. And now he starts to lose his patience. And now this is getting really interesting. If he were using charged sentinel or at least longbow, that could be dangerous. But first shot with vantage ult in a head, it's only 75 health, so I can easily tank that and he can't cancel a revive. Yeah, that's the power of TTK, guys, baby. So there is 3 options Vantage can do. Either use his tactical to revive his teammate and fight 2v2 and potentially 2v3, or push us with his tactical before I manage to complete revive, which for me looks the most optimal, or just stand where he is and keep watching and eventually get fucked. So now I'm trying to see what he's do and win some time for Bloodhound to heal. And since my tactical is basically a homing missile, I decided to lock it with a quick pick and shoot it out above the cover, so I can see at least how much health he has. Unfortunately, I did not reload my gun. That's what you usually need to do while you're behind cover, but the situation is pretty similar to previous. That dude is behind the cover, he doesn't see what I'm doing, and he got a wall behind him. So this is an easy grenade play, my friend. And now, to finish the job done, we need to go forward and overwatch. He didn't have much health, so I should be able to finish him off with EVA 8. And we got happy ending, guys! So I gave you a glance what the rest of the video gonna look like. I hope you enjoyed that breakdown, and before we continue, please hit that like button to let me know that I'm doing that for a reason, and subscribe if you wanna see some more. By the way, I got a complete series from Gold to Masters, which was fully breakdown in that way. So like, if you are really interested, let me know, I might try to adapt it in English. It's from season 14, I believe, but there is still tons of useful information because that knowledge doesn't get outdated. Alright, let's keep moving. And that clip I included to highlight the importance of dealing damage with whatever you have. So obviously I can't just go around and help that poor Pathfinder, so I'm just praying and praying that enemy gonna walk into my bullets. And Pathfinder just managed to run away and heal up. And now enemy chase him while I'm reloading. I am quite positive that 90% of players just gonna continue to reload, lose their teammate, and it be what it be. Or you can swap to your shorty, which is not efficient by all means at this distance, but still can do damage and save your teammate. Obviously, there involved a big part of luck, but in that situation I could land 3 to 4 shots with EVA, and that could be, I don't know, 40 damage total, but that might have cooled that guy off and forced him to not chase that Pathfinder and instead to go heal. Because it's not about damage, it's more about putting pressure on your enemy. And this clip is a good illustration of target priority when you third party someone. So now we need to figure out who to shoot first. We need to exclude someone from a fight quickly, so that's definitely not full HP Octane. Fuse is quite far, and we saw that Bloodhound previously took a few hits. And now we need to check did we aggro Octane. We cannot duel with him here without any cover and half of shield. So if I aggroed him, I got no other choice than drop down and disengage. So we got lucky. This is where it gets interesting. We could easily take out Fuse, but then we need to fight with full HP Octane. Instead I decided to land some damage on that speedy boy while he's busy. He might take out Fuse, or if not, Fuse can turn around and finish him off, since at the moment I'm not much of a threat to him. I prefer to reduce the health of warring parties evenly, so at the end stays only one low HP target. And the same situation, the fresh lifeline and the shabby Fuse. You see how much it's easier compared to if I knock Fuse and then fight full HP Octane and then fight full HP lifeline. So after a quick swap you might think about healing, but no, fight is still going. While people are busy fighting, you can take out for free a few more targets. As I said in my previous guide, it's all about aggro. If no one focuses on you, you can shoot for free just like you were full HP. So the key skill here is to identify those moments and use them. I hope with my illustrations you can do it much more often. I couldn't recognize is it our ult or no, so this is when I only decide to heal with a 5 kill streak. And guys, I got a quick favor to ask you. I'm looking for a feedback to improve my videos. Just please let me know, is my spelling good, am I understandable at all to you, or maybe I'm just boring as fuck, so whatever the harsh truth is, please let me know. So this is the key moment. We got advantage in numbers and we had a glance that 1 HP Fuse is running away. So we bash in a door and fearlessly go in. A good play from Fuse was contra pick, but even if I get knocked we still got 2 full HP teammates. So now I can take my time and loot whenever I need, because I didn't had much and the last guy didn't had time to fully heal up, so he got only shields. And since it's last one, I didn't bother much to for a clean play. And now pay attention to sound, let me boost it for ya. So we literally got seconds before we get third party. If you just stay here, enemy gonna had a huge advantage with high ground and door. And as an old and wise Pipega, I decided to go for a smart play. The idea is to take an unexpected angle and when someone's pass, destroy him, or drop down for finishing if my team land a lot of damage. And since for now I had nothing to do, I'm healing myself. Plan almost worked as intended, but position is compromised, so it's time to drop down. The only one mistake is that I should not drop at the middle of the entrance, exposing myself to two players at same time. At that moment I was thinking, should I get on top of door again? Pushing this hole is a really bad idea. You're exposed and dude inside got a cover. And now, when we hear that dude go to right side, it means he tries to flank through the right door. So we can hop inside and potentially kill lifeline for armor swap. And now we turn the table. This is why to push that room is a bad idea. And remember what did I show you here? Yep, that's the same. And that's the easy 6 kill mark. As you see guys, I'm not an outstanding mechanical skill player, and I hope my examples gonna encourage and inspire you. So if crab like me can't pull off plays like that, you with normal human hands can do it even better. Believe me, it's really hard to hold mouse and push some buttons with crab claws. So now you have no excuses. And finally we get to a good example of how you're supposed to use grenades for zoning. Which side you're gonna throw arc star. If you choose left, then it pushes enemy to octane, but you still can't see him and shoot. That's why you need to choose right. So you zone in all invisible areas, and forcing him to run out into crossfire. And this clip I include to show you the importance of not sticking to your cover and push after you deal a lot of damage or even knock someone. That time I got very passive teammates. Yeah, knock one, need to push. So after I saw a zero reaction to my call, I decided to set back with them and show you what's gonna happen. Unlike us, enemy team did well with taking initiative and executing a flank. So even if I double check my right side, I got caught by surprise. Their Newcastle did a very good job to put all eyes on him while that dude makes his move. Ideally, I shouldn't trade shots with this guy, but I continue to be a complete noob and hold my position. But to be completely honest with y'all, that flank was really good even if I didn't get knocked, because without shield I'm forced to go either inside or stay here on roof in low ground, while he eventually get on top of roof and from high ground land a big juicy burst on someone's head. So by all means, that was the turning point of whole fight. And now with Newcastle above me, there is no way that he let me heal for 5 more seconds. So the all I can do now is to trade myself as dearly as I can and hope that that extra damage gonna help my team to win. On a second thought, I might try to reunite with my team with my tactical right after revive, but the lesson here is that we wouldn't be in this mess if we play it aggressively. So the next time you decide to stack with your cover, I really hope that sad ending gonna flash in front of your eyes and you won't make a same mistake. That player on a roof is cooked. If I were him, seeing 3 dudes flying at my direction, that's instant disengage. At that moment I was like, uh-oh, this is one more squad, I need to run to main door to my teammates so I won't get stuck and sandwiched. But before that, I just took one shot just to show him that I'm not a prey, like hey, I'm fighting you. And now he needs to think, do he wants to push me without cover while I'm gonna be halfway towards main entrance. And now this is an easy repick and kill. And that wouldn't happen if I didn't decide to scare him off. This is very fun play. First I inspected the door to see if I can roll grenade inside, and then changed my mind to leave 2 grenades in front of it. So first one bashes the door and second one inattentive enemy. And the key moment of whole clip is let your teammate do the play. Obviously that Octane waits outside till I pop up to beam me, so I'm breaking his timing and come slightly after. And instead of continue this carousel and letting him rip off my health piece by piece, I'm just letting my teammate do the play and shoot him in the back. It's a team game after all, you don't need to do all the job by yourself. By the way, that grenade trick outside performs much better because you can toss second nade in the sky, so the enemy won't see it's coming. You can catch someone's healing like that, so he thinks you just toss one grenade and run away, and he got no reasons to go away from a door until healing ends. And suddenly second grenade says,
"Hello, motherfucker."
and even if he peek outside just to check are you still there, he gonna take damage as well. So that's insanely cool trick that I highly recommend you to use. And since we're talking about sky nades, I wanna break down that clip for you. So I'm in a bad spot right now. Both guns are empty, so in order to prevent last guy from pushing me, I'm using my drill. And my teammate knocks him. I don't have any big meds for fast healing, so I'm trying to finish this guy off with last bullets. And if you were paying attention, we missing that pathfinder, so you can expect that he gonna appear within few seconds. Since my guns are empty, I decided to throw a skynade right in the front of elevator and try to revive my teammate, hoping that he has a loaded gun and bullets. So if that guy tries to prevent my revive, he gonna eat my grenade. Almost 100 damage is not a joke, especially at early game. So use that trick to bait people, it's very cool. And do you know what else is really cool? Is to start and fight with your grenade. If you third party in someone like that, for enemy team it's really hard to understand what's going on. And if you manage to land solid damage, it's an easy cleanup for you. And since there is no sound when you toss in a frag, for enemy it's almost impossible to understand are they being third partied or it's someone's grenade from squad they fighting. That's why I highly recommend you to implement grenades into your gameplay. Pay attention to sound. So we just got a really nice sound cue. And assuming that enemy is standing on the rise in front, I'm tossing a skynade just right there. Like, come on, do you see how powerful that technique is? And now I stop for a second to listen for footsteps. And since I didn't hear any, I started to revive. The idea with drill is to deny this cover for him and force him to move. And since he took damage, now I can see him and pre-fire. I wasn't sure that he gonna knock with explosion, so I zoned left side with Arcstar in case that he decides to push while being slowed. He got a teammate which definitely not gonna push the same side as Revenant, so I need to eliminate one of sides to avoid being pinched. The initial idea was to slide behind that crate, so I will expose only upper torso while pushing fuse will be fully exposed. And if I take too much damage, I can just open it, so it will act as a full cover. But after that glance I was like, whatever, he is dumb enough to just stand and watch that whole time. And now while that big blade blocks Fuse's vision, we got a second to switch sides and reload. And just look at that, he is shooting at our previous position. And that was 3 squads, 7 kills. And if you watched till that moment, I got a nice treat for you for that. Look at that juicy bamboozle. I previously heard that someone was shooting here, so I decided to set a little trap with my decoy. So yeah, to beat your opponent it's not always necessary to have better mechanical skill, sometimes it's just enough to be a little smarter than him. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. Got more questions? Drop them in the comments, I gladly read all of them. And if for some reason you missed my TTK tier list about the most powerful weapons in Apex Legends, check out that video, there is a ton of useful information, you're gonna love it. Come on, what are you waiting for? Go watch that video!